Hey y'all, Kerry here. So I was following Debbie over at Ink and Page, and this is her 12 Days of Winter Wonder. I followed along with her kit. I was having some internet issues though, and so I was not able to watch the videos each day as she put them out. And so because I couldn't get online, I just decided to make my own cover because I didn't, for two reasons. One, I didn't realize that she was going to have a whole day dedicated to the cover of the journal. And so I was running out of room to put all of my ephemera. So I just went ahead and made a journal. I took some of the cutouts and I backed them with a second piece of cardstock and glued it onto the back so you can write on those. And I took the cover here is actually a piece of fabric, and I didn't like how it looked, so I painted it with, I believe this is Tuscan Red, and then I splattered gold paint splatters, bleh, I can't talk, gold paint splatters, and I made a hidden spine. I put that in before I put the hidden spine in, so it wouldn't be poking out here. So stay till the end because I have a surprise for you. So before I show you that, this is everything that I have left over. All these. I'm not sure I'm going to use this in here because I was just testing that to see if my thing was, if it was going to work. This is sculpting medium or modeling paste or something like that. So I didn't even use everything in the kit. And this is full. It's starting to gator mouth. Now, one of the pages I had to print twice because I cut the wrong thing. And I believe it was this page here. So I have all these little extras and I saved them all. These I'm going to use as page tabs. And then these are all the ones that I have left over that are blank on the back. So what happened was I actually have a whole nother set of signatures here because I did not mean to print these on cardstock, but I forgot to change the paper. I did not check and see what paper I had in there to begin with, and so I printed it on cardstock. So I just went back and took the ones that I didn't want on cardstock and I flipped them over and backed them so I can make an entirely new book out of this. But when I went to pull up the days to print on the back of those, I realized that I completely missed one entire day of printing. And I want to say that this is day 11. So I haven't even used all this ephemera. So, and I didn't realize it until I came across this one. I was like, I have not seen that before. So I have all this to use to make another journal. So let me put that aside. And then these are just scraps. I actually made an envelope out of that, and you'll see that in the other, at the end. Okay, so put that aside. So for my closure, I went ahead and put that, I think it's called a ribbon crimp, and then a bulldog clip on it. I don't happen to have any of these that are gold, but I do believe I have gold spray paint, and so I could take it outside and spray paint them, but it's been raining the past couple of days on and off. So here's just a quick flip through, and I tried not to make all of my things exactly like she was making it because, you know, I wanted to make it my own, and so I have an overabundance of Amazon brown packing paper. And so I decided to use that in here just so I could use it up because my shelf is getting extremely overflowing with extraneous paper that I can't use. So to hide the feet of that, I went and put one word behind that. And then the the blank pages where no ephemera was, I went ahead and printed out some background pages so you'd be able to write on there. And got some pockets, and I made a triple belly band out of this one. I have a little pocket right there. And there's nothing on the back here. I could actually go back and stencil over that. And then I have this here to keep this closed because while I was working, it kept flopping around. And so I think the only thing that I did exactly like her was I put these in the exact order that she did, so I could put these in the exact order as it was printed out on the page. And then I put my page tabs over here, and then all my pockets. I don't think that I actually put the pockets on the back in the same order, but I didn't really pay attention to the order that she was putting hers in. And then this is the center of the signature. And then these little envelopes, I just glued the flap down, and there's those little tags in there. And those are sprinkled throughout. And then here's the little mini file folders, or folios, I guess. So I didn't even realize that that was in there. I still have more to use. Let me keep that out. Right, okay. And then I put that little charm there so you could close it up. And then I did the same thing to this one. Oh, look, even more that I haven't used. Okay, put that aside too, because I will be making another one. And actually, this felt kind of, yeah, so these here I forgot were flip over, so they're double the space that you can write on. Get in there. Okay. And then made some pockets out of that. This here was actually one of the pockets that she had made, a coin envelope actually. And I glued it down on this side so you'd be able to open it there. And this just keeps it closed so it doesn't flap open. And then I wasn't paying attention and I printed page 1. And so I just went ahead and put a backing on it and then made it into a little thing that you could write on. But this one here actually opens up all the way, this envelope. So I figured it would be kind of awkward to write on that side, although I probably should have put that on that side. But then that just folds up. And then I have a tall pocket here. And I forgot to print this on the back before I started cutting, and so it wouldn't fit back in my printer correctly. So I just stenciled some design on the inside and took a thin, I guess it's a fine print Sharpie, and drew lines with my ruler. And then I have a pocket that goes all the way around it. And that just sits in there. Maybe. Okay, this here is keeping this envelope closed. So I got some cards in there, but then this also flips up and there's some stuff in there too. So that stays down and this goes back over here so that doesn't flap around when you're using it. So these are also have things in them. And this one here actually comes from the other side, so that's not attached, but it's attached here, so you can write on that. And I have some markers, that fine point markers. I just went and did a little doodle on those printouts. And then this is the same, little pockets. And then this goes up this way. So you can write on that. And then this here keeps it closed. Okay, and then I have some pockets here and a little tuck spot on both of them. And then this is extra backing paper. Yeah, so that was one of the front pages. I wasn't paying attention when I was printing, so most of these I printed the very first page. And then I tried to do, so I printed this page out twice also because I tried to do some tab binding, which I had never done before. And it's not laying correctly because I didn't do it correctly because I don't know how. So I'm going to practice that. But in the meantime, excuse me, I'm losing my voice there. In the meantime, I printed out another one and I just put it together with some jump rings. And I didn't print on the back, so I just took notepad paper and tore it down to size and stenciled over it and then put those on there. So that's that. And all of this was days 1 through 6. And then I started having issues with my internet, so I decided to go rogue. And I got some cards there. Little tuck spot there. Another writing space and a belly band with a pocket on it. And then I don't know where she put these pockets. But like I said, I didn't want to do everything exactly like she did. And since I couldn't watch all the videos the day of, I just put those there. So I don't know if this one was actually supposed to be a fold out. What did I do? Oh, no. Okay. It wasn't. So I didn't know what to do with these. And so I took a piece of backing and I just folded them together for a little flip out. So you can pull this all out and you got writing space and then you got pockets. And these are just paper clipped in there so these don't fall out. And then you could attach anything you wanted to the back. You could even put another piece of paper on there so you could actually write on this one. And then this is here to keep it closed. And that was just pretty. I didn't want to cover that up because I don't think it's no, it's not a pocket. And so here, I cut these out and I made them tuck spots. And then I have, does this one open? Yeah. Oh, I didn't stencil anything on that. Okay, so I left that open so you could write on that too. And then this was the first page of the day that had the cover part in it. And I just did the same thing there, so you can use that for writing space. And then we have that tuck spot. I kind of did that the same, but I think I put different items in here. So put those all back. I could probably put one of those little fussy cuts down there. And this is the center. And then I have a single belly band. And then I should have colored that in with some ink too. I suppose I still can. And that one's got a printout on the back. Okay. Got a pocket here. And then my little twisty. So I accidentally cut the one that was in there. I cut the other one, I didn't take it out. So I just cut the snowflakes out so I could hide the feet for that. And then this just goes like that. And then I got the pockets there. And then I have a little pocket here and I got a pocket there. And then I have a pocket there and then a little tuck pocket right there from the package or the gift. And then I actually saw this sideways tuck thing from Kathleen Maurer. And so I thought I would try it. And then I made this wreath into a tuck spot. I think that, yeah, that's down all the way. Oh, we need a little bit of glue right there. Another writing space and then a sideways pocket. And then this is day 31. Yeah, those got stuff on the back there too. Okay, so that was the journal that I made. However, there was so much stuff in these 12 days that I was actually able to make an entirely separate journal using, so this is coffee dyed paper or tea dyed, rose dyed. I'm not really sure, but it's dyed paper. This is what I wanted it on originally, that I forgot to take change the paper. And so I had actually put this together for my original journal, this one here, but I had this back piece here. It was a box, and so I just used the spine that was there, but I put paper on it and it was bunching up there, so I cut it off and I just put it back together. So this actually lays flat because this here is just, there's nothing in that space there. The fabric is what's holding it together. And so this is the paper that I originally wanted it on. And so I have a little scrap here that is made into a booklet. And I did that again. I meant to sew that. And then I used some of the cutoffs for tabs. Belly band here with a pocket also. And I left this mainly as a writing journal. This is one of the pages that I dyed the other day with cabbage. This is with baking powder. And I got a double belly band there because I forgot that I had made a belly band already. Got some pockets. And then the center. And then I got 2 top tuck spots there. And these are just leftovers. And then these are backed, and you can write on the back of that. They just flip over. Lots of writing space. Sideways belly band. Oh, my paper tore when I was trying to dry it, so I had to, there's actually a hole there. So there's that. And then the second signature. So I got a side pocket there and a side pocket on top of that. Put a little pocket right there. Just because I was trying to use up all the ephemera. There's so much ephemera in all of these 12 days that that's why I went ahead and made a journal to begin with, because my office is a disaster and I was running out of room to hold it all. So this is actually a long pocket all the way down, and my paper, when I was trying to print it out the first time, it wouldn't go through, so it jammed up my printer. So I just, instead of wasting this, I just cut them down to a strip that would fit. So this is about 2 inches, right? And you can see right there where it got stuck in the printer. But that just goes in here. There we go. More writing space. Little tab. I don't have one of these die cuts, but I just use a ruler, my craft knife. Actually, I use a box cutter, and then my crocodile, and I measure everything out on the back. Yeah, this was actually done with I have a rose garden out front, and right before the cold snap, I chopped them all down to, low height, because they get up to 7 feet tall. And I boiled the petals, and it comes out grungy. And I meant to do a video on that, and I totally forgot. So this piece here is actually part of, I think this was the 2 signature spine that goes on the outside. And because I had made my own, I just went ahead and cut that down and made it a pocket. And then I didn't see the video on this, how it was supposed to be, because I had no internet. And so I just glued it down and made a tuck spot out of that. And then I did the same with this one here. So you can write on the back. This one I didn't make a tuck spot just because it's smaller. I didn't want it to get torn out. Another pocket. And then a top tuck. And then I think it was DJ from Hither and Yon Studio that I got this idea from, the tearing. And I think in her video, she actually tore 3 pieces of paper. But I didn't have another one that was wide enough to be able to tear all 3 of them at the same time. I got a top tuck there. And then this is one of the pages that got stuck in the printer there. So I just made it a spot back here for it. And there you go. So I will be making, right? I will be making one more journal. And I'll probably put this in my Ko-fi shop. But these were all the pages that, like, I had printed out this top page first. Not realizing that I was printing on the wrong paper. Or not necessarily the wrong paper, just paper I didn't want to use at that point. So I have plenty of stuff to use to decorate it with. And these here, I should have printed it on best quality because it looked a lot better in my on my computer screen. But still, the colors are pretty vibrant. Beautiful. I can't wait to use this. I'll probably make bookmarks or belly bands or something out of that. And I'll have to go back and watch this to see what she did with that. Tons of pockets and a whole bunch of stuff. One more page. Yeah, tons of pockets. All right. So I don't know what I'm going to be able to do with this because of the tabs on there. I suppose I could just cut it out and yeah, I'll figure it out. All right. So I hope you enjoyed that and stay tuned. I just am about to finish another journal that is going to be a present for somebody for a New Year's Eve party that I'm going to this year. So I got to check and make sure that everything's finished with that so I can do a flip through and then I can wrap it up. So I hope y'all are having a great day and happy crafting.